as a second step, I will try to take you through some of the examples. Okay, some examples I'll try to do. Say for example, I would write the expression. I will take some couple of things, and we'll see whether that particular thing is matching or not matching. Okay, so like that we'll try to do. So, okay, fine. So you can call it as so examples. Some simple examples. Simple examples on regular expressions. Let me look into this. Okay. Let's write the first expression. Let me write the first expression. So let it be simple. Okay, let me call it as. So it starts with some A. Okay. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. Let me put some 3 dots. Okay. And I'm going to put yes, and I'm going to put dollar symbol. So what is the meaning of it actually? It is going to check for a string from the beginning. So I have from the beginning, check for a word which starts with A and it's going to end with yes. Okay. Then in between it has 3 letters. In between it should have 3 letters. So it doesn't matter to me. See, the meaning of it, let me check actually. The meaning of it is actually, it has to, this means I am going to check for the letter or the string from the beginning. Then I will check for the word which starts with 1, 1, 2, 3. So it starts with letter A. In between I can have anything 3 letters. Then it ends with yes, and that is the end of this particular thing. So that is the meaning of this particular expression. Now let's write some examples. That is string. Let me write. Let me take a string, and we'll see whether that is matching or not. So what are this actually? Let me take one string. So I will see ABS. Okay, ABS. So this is a string actually. ABS means, let me, usually the string is denoted by this thing. So ABS. Okay, ABS. There is no dot or dot, fine. It's only ABS actually. Now look at this. See, it's anyhow it's going to start with this particular thing. This will work. This code will work. Anyhow, starting letter A is there, but I'm not seeing the 3 letters in between. So there is only one letter here. Okay, there is only one letter which is B. There is 3 letters. I don't have any 3 letters over there. Okay, what this particular thing? See, the above code. See, what is it? This particular thing. The above code defines a particular regex pattern. The pattern is any 5-letter string. See, the meaning is, let me write that actually. What it is actually. This is any 5-letter word, okay, starting with A, starting with A, okay, and ends with yes. Okay, it is a 5-letter word. That means I have A, in between I have 3 letters, then I have yes. So that is the meaning of it. Now if you look at ABS, it's a 3-letter word. Anyhow, it is starting with A, ending with S. Two things are matching. But in between I don't have any 3-letter actually. So this does not match. So no match. When I try to do the regular expression and try to find this, it doesn't match. Now let's take one more example. That is alias. That is another example. That is alias means it's another one, alternate one. Now I will try to check for this. So starting letters A, ending letters A, yes, it matches. In between, it can be any 3-letter word. It can be any 3 letters. LIA is any 3-letter word. So it matches. Now, let me take one more string. A, B, Y, S, S, abyss. Okay, now let me check this. First letter is A, last letter is S. In between it can be any three-letter word, so BYS. So it is going to match. Now I'm going to see what I have done is small a, Li, A, etc. You know, the same thing I'll put it in capital. Look at this. I told that they are case sensitive. Here, anyhow, see in between three letters is matching. The last letter, small letters, S is matching. But the capital letters A is there, which is a case sensitive. What I have put to search is a small letter. So this does not match. So this, there is no match for this. Okay. Now one more letter. Let me put it. Abacus is one particular thing. Let me use that. Abacus. Look at this. See, anyhow, I'm looking for the word. Starting letter is A, ending letter is S. It's matching. But in between, I have how many? 4 letters. But what I'm searching is for a 3-letter word. I'm searching for a 3-letter word, but I'm getting a 4-letter word. It doesn't match. So this how you should use your regular expression. Okay, what we try to do actually, we try to use this particular thing, match a particular thing and try to check for it. So use your meta characters and try to check for it. Okay, let me check for one more example. Okay, let me check for one more example. What it is actually, say, usually sometimes we'll try to check for, say, dot, dot. Okay, dot, dot. Simple example, let me use it. We use it actually sometimes. Simple, the expression is, that's why I told it's a simple thing, what I'm going to use. It is simply 2 dots. What I'm checking it actually, I am checking for a 2-letter thing, a 2-letter word. A 2-letter word is what I'm checking. Okay, what does it mean? Say, for example, if I try to check for a string, I'm going to check for a string. Okay, here I will check for, let this letter be a small letter A. I am checking for a 2-letter word. It can be anything, but I am getting a 1-letter word, so I don't have any match. It doesn't match. Now let it be some AC or AB, whatever it may be. Here let me put AC. Now 2-letter word is what I am searching. It's a 2-letter word. It's also a 2-letter word. There is a 1 match. There is a 1 match. That means I'm taking one particular one word, it is matching. Okay, or it is as a match. Let me call it as a single match. Let me call it as it is matching. Okay, now let me put one more string, A, B, C. So now if you look at it here, I have AB or BC. AB or BC will match. If I take AB, it is 1 match. If I take BC, it is 1 more match. So that is, I do have only 1 match and other single letter. If the same thing, if I put something like this, A, B, C, E or C, D, whatever it may be. So it has 4 characters. It has 4 characters. So 1 match, 2 matches. So in the string, I'm trying to get it with 2 matches. With this, within the 4 character, even though I have 4 characters, in that 4 characters, I'm getting 2 things. Okay. Now, say for example, if I try to say the previous thing, if I try to check for a letter with ending with something. Okay. So as I told, we have a meta character, what is called dollar. Okay. So dollar symbol I'm going to use to check for any letter end with that particular thing. Okay. So if I try to use an expression something like this, expression as, okay, $, okay, $. What does it mean actually? Any word which ends with A. Any word which ends with A. That's what I am looking. So end of that particular thing, it should be A. Now let us check for some strings. Let us check for some strings. So let us write some camera. So I'm using a string camera. Now if you look at it, it is ending with the letter A. So I have found a match. See, what I'm trying to tell all those things is, say for example, how you are going to search for a particular word, or search for find for a particular word in your large text file. How I'm going to use it actually? Using this simple regular expressions. Okay. Now camera. Suppose if I use something like, say for example, I have a cab, but it's ending with B. But I am looking for the word which is ending with A. So it is no match. It is not matching. Say some mathematical formula if you are looking at. So let me call it as formula is what I am looking at. Is it ending with A? Yes, it is ending with A. So I do have a match. Okay. Now, so when you see, we have something, we looked at the first expression was beginning with something. In between, if I put dots, meta characters, what it is? It's a 5-letter word. How we can check it? Or if you are checking for a particular 2-letter thing, it can be of anything. Or if you are checking for a particular word which ends with A, I can use this particular simple expression. Or if I'm checked for some kind of a, maybe you know that star symbol. Okay, a star symbol means, so I can have an expression in between, I can check for number of times that is occurring. Okay, number of times that particular thing is occurring. If I see the particular thing is what I'm going to show. Okay, let me put that star symbol, how to use an expression. Okay, an expression is something like this. Expression. Okay, let me put it as M A star N. This is my expression. Now let us check for the string. Okay, let us check for the string. Okay, let me check for a string with MN. MN. See here, see, you have to be very careful here. I'm checking for a letter with, it has to be A, M, it has to start with M, it has to start with N. So this particular in between, it can have 0 occurrence or it can have n number of occurrences. What do you mean by it actually? Whether A can exist or A can exist more than once. So yesterday I was trying to explain, I think some of you found it difficult to understand. Today that's why I'm trying to give an example of it. What do you mean by it? Whenever I put M A star N means, even though if A is missing, but still my first letter is M, the last letter is N, it is matching. Okay, it is matching. So that means it's a matching. Suppose the same string is, if it is MAN, still it is matching. Because it is satisfying first one occurrence. I told that it can be, A can absent also, A cannot be there, A may be not existing, but still it is matching. Okay, now to say for example, I have MAAN, MAAN, yes, still it is matching. Why? It is occurring more than once. See, minimum, there can't be anything 0, still it is matches. It can be more than that. But the pattern of searching is still going on. So, I can tell it is match. Okay. Now, suppose the same thing is something like this. M, A, I, N. See, the AA has to repeat. See here, the AA has to repeat. So, the AA has to repeat. But here what's happening? A is followed by I. A is followed by, see, A is not followed by N, but A is followed by, it is I. So, it is not matching. See, here M should be starting letter, N should be an end letter, and A can exist for 0 times or A can exist for more than 1 times, but A should be preceding your N. Just before your N, there A should exist. So, if you look at it, here also it is existing, here also it is existing, but here it doesn't exist. So, in front of A, in front of N, I have I. Even though M, A is there, but in front of N, I is there. So, it is not a match. This is how your, that's why it's difficult, I told, to understand. So, to understand this particular, so what is the reason for it actually? A is not followed by N. Suppose I have one more example, string example, woman. Is it matching? Yes, because I have a letter A, I have a character M, I have a N, in between I have one A, and A is followed by N. Even though extra is there, woman is there, WO is there, but still I could see there is a match. See, this is used whenever we try to do some data analysis or whenever you want to process your data, long data. This is MA star. Suppose, say for example, if I use MA plus, okay, instead of this particular thing, let me take an expression. Okay, let me take an expression. The search expression is something like this. Instead of MA star, I will use MA plus N. Okay, for this, let us try to see some strings and try to check for the examples. See what are the strings. These are the string. Let me check for M, N. See, what is the meaning of plus? Plus means there should be at least one occurrence. Okay, then more occurrence. So when I use star, A may be existing or not. A, even if A is also not there, I'll be able to match it. But when I put A plus, A at least one incidence of A should be there. So here I have M, I have N, I don't have A. So it is no match. What is the reason? No A character is found. No A character is found. So what does the plus symbol calls for? It calls for at least one occurrence of that particular pattern what I have left it. That is your A. So I can write no A character or A letter what I am searching for. Now if I go and search for MAN, yes, it is matching. There is at least one occurrence. Okay, so same thing here also MAAN. Yes, there is a match. Minimum once should be there. Same thing MAIN. Once again MAIN. Once again A is not followed by N. See, the A plus means A, the minimum one should be there. It can be more than one. It is also no match. Very similar to the previous thing. Even your woman, if I call woman, it is matching. There is a match. This is how your regular expression will check. I told there is one more expression. So instead of star, instead of plus, what will happen if I use question mark? Okay, if I use a question mark, what will happen? The question mark symbol, once again, it checks for at least 0 occurrence or only 1 occurrence. Okay, that's why regular expressions is typical to understand. See, sixth one. So let us look at for this kind of an expression. Okay, that is M-A question mark N. So let us look for some strings. So strings, same thing, M, N. So what does it mean actually? It can be 0. Whenever I put a question mark, there can be 0 occurrence or 1 occurrence. That's it. So the difference between star and question mark is similar. But there in star, I can have more than 1. 0 and more than 1. It can be more than. Here, either 0 or at least there should be 0 occurrence. Either it should exist or 1 should exist. Either it should exist, either it should not exist, or it should exist only once. If it is more than once, it tells that it is not existing. So here, if I look at it actually, 0 existence means it is matching. Okay, now if I put M, A, N, it is matching. So if I put more than one, M, A, N, it doesn't match. Why? The reason is more than one A character. See, I'm looking at only one occurrence or one A character. I'm looking for only one character. The pattern is either 0, that means no character, or only one character. So if for the third case, it is more than once. What about MAIN if I take it? If I take MAIN, what is it once again? A is not followed by N, it is no match. What about for woman? There is a match. Suppose the same thing if I put it something like this. Suppose some typo error is there. Uman, it has put it is no match. Why? A should be for, I'm looking for either no occurrence or only one occurrence. Here it's actually 2 times. So this is how your regular expression it's used to search actually. Is it? How can I use the braces? So braces means what exactly? Your brackets, flower brackets. Okay. Now take for example anything. Regular expression. Next type of expression I'll take it. So an expression of something like A 2, 3. Okay, 2, 3. What do you mean by it actually? See, the A 2, 3 means actually it is A N, M. This means at least N times, at most M repetitions of a pattern. So this is nothing but N is nothing but at least N times it has to repeat, at most M repetitions. So at most repetitions. What do you mean by it? Now this is what N and M. This is how it is actually. Now let us look at some example strings. Let us take the strings. So let me put it as simple. Let me take it as A, B, C, some at. Now look at this actually. What I am trying to search actually. Here I am trying to search for the letter A. Okay. Now the same thing, if suppose if I put it actually instead of is the same expression. If I try to put it like this, the same thing, I'll change it. A, B, C, okay, okay. So, sorry, A, B, C, I should have put it 3 times. Yeah. So let me put it like this, B, A, T, and here I am going to put D, A, A, T. Just simple example, let's try to understand this. A, B, C, D, A, T, and the second one, A, B, C, D, A, A, T. Okay. Now, the same thing I'll try to see, the same example I'll try to do it. A, B, C, D, A, okay. 3 times I'm going to repeat. Now, the fourth one, I'm going to show one more example. A, B, C, D, A, T. I'm giving some examples. Now, look at this, all those things actually. If you look at the first one, see, if you look at the first one, N and M, you try to compare. N and see, if you put it, the first one, there is no match. Why? See, there is no match with respect, it has to repeat. There is no repetition. At least no repetition. Now, if you look at the second one, I have at least one match. What is that? Your AA is repeating. See, look at this. AA at least is repeating. AA is repeating. That means I need to look for this word AA repeating how many times. Here, if I look at it, not even once, it's only once. At least twice it has to repeat to a maximum of 3. Look at this. Are you getting? To the most, at least at most, how many repetitions? But if you look at the first letter, I am having only one A and one more A, that A, B, C and D, A, T. There is no repetition at all. At least 2. I am looking for 2 repetitions, but I am getting only 1. But when you look at the second one, here I don't have only 1 repetition, but here I got 1 repetition. That's why it is matching. I can tell that at least the word D-A-A-T. So A is repeating twice. So A repeating 2, I am getting one condition is satisfied. Now, if you look at the second one, once again the same thing. So I will change it. So instead of this particular thing, I'll put A here. I'll put one more A here. Okay. If I put A at the beginning, so A at the beginning, what's happening here? I could see there are 2 matches. I could see 1 year and 1 year. Okay. So it can be, sorry, it can be 3 also fine. I could see how many matches? 2 matches. Minimum 2 is satisfied, maximum 3 is satisfied. Minimum 2 is satisfied, maximum 3 is satisfied. Now, if I try to change this, so let me change this. Instead of 3, I'll make it 4. I'll make it 4. Now, let's try to compare this. So, minimum 2 is satisfied, maximum 3 is satisfied. Extra is there. Any of an extra A is there, but I am looking for minimum 2. So, here also I am getting 2 matches. 2 matches I am getting. So, in the previous also I got 2 matches. Here also I am getting 2 matches. So, what does it mean? I can check for a particular word. Say, for example, all these things, maybe when I take up some examples, when I take up a particular word, check for BOAT or some kind of an example, banana. How many times? So, I'm searching for a particular letter. How many times is repeating in that word? So, say I have a set of words. Maybe it's around 500 words. In that, I am searching for a particular word. How many times AA is repeating 2 times or to the maximum of 3 times. Banyan tree. I will search for a letter AN. Search for a letter AN. If suppose A is repeating only once, or I can search for something like what word I can use? Okay, search for say pattern. Let me search for a word pattern. Pattern, I will search for that particular thing where T is repeating twice. I will search for the word where T is repeating twice. So such word I can search in my database. I can search for the database. It is only restricted to only words. How about searching for a letter? Searching for a letter. Say for example, I have an expression something like this. I have another expression. I have another expression something like this. So I have to search for uh, a letter from 0 to 9, say 2 comma 4. This time let's give an example. Okay, what is it actually? Let me take some examples and try to understand. This is the expression what I have. So let me write the string what I have. Let me write the string. So A B 1 2 3 C D E F. Let me some simple example is what I'm taking. Now what I'm trying to do actually, so I'm trying to check for see I'm trying to check for a particular word with at least see particular say your letter. I'm checking for a letter because this is for the numbers. See, this is for I'm checking for a number with at least 2 digits to the maximum of 4 digits. So what is it actually? I am checking for a number. See, checking for a number, okay, that matches. See, at least that number should have at least 2 digits, okay, to a maximum of 4 digits. What is it actually? Now, if you closely observe the string, what we have, yes, I can find a letter with 2 digits. Look at this. I can find a letter with 2 digits and it's having 3 digits. So maximum I could have gone to 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2000 or 3000, whatever it may be. So now here I have found a match. Here I have found a match. Suppose if I have something like this, CAB to CD. I am searching for a two-digit letter, but I have a one-digit letter too. It doesn't match. No match. Or I am searching for something like between words actually. So between some letters. So I have something like 12 and 4563. This is my string. How many matches are there here? I could see I have one match with 2 digits and another match with 4 digits. So I have 2 matches. I'm checking for a number, any number between 0 and 9. Look at this. I'm checking for any number between 0 and 9. That is the meaning of it. That's what I have put it in the square bracket. Any number between 0 and 9, and that particular number should be a minimum of 2 digits and a maximum of 4 digits. So if you look at the string, so 12 and 4563, so I am getting 2 matches. Suppose I have something like this, 1 and 4 is my string. No match. See, I don't have, it's a single digit, is a single digit. I don't have any match. Or maybe if I put it as 2 and 48, I have one match. So they like this, I can search for particular letter or particular number in the string or in my word file or whatever it may be. Okay. Now, like this, you have n number of operators, different operators are there, grouping, backlash, lot many things are there. So these are some of the simple examples where I can use your regular expressions and search for